There's a few of those. Which one are you referring to? Are you referring
to the sloth?
I say let's get to. Oh yeah, there are a lot of old men out of pocket. Y'all want to get to the sloth first, or y'all want to make?
Yeah, we made them. Made them wait long enough. You know, retention be low.
Let's get to the sloth first.
Yeah.
Who wants to start?
Justin was the most passionate about this.
So a week ago,
we might have to bleep this nigga.
A week ago, we did a video on an individual. His name is Loon. We call him Sloth the General. We got a couple different names for him.
Right.
It's developing.
Yeah. Right.
We did a video on him, and he did not like it. And not liking it is cool. Disliking the video is cool.
Right.
But he took it to another level, guys.
He did.
And by guys, I mean the viewers too.
Yes.
He
attacked y'all.
He not only said we were the most disrespectful scums of the earth on this planet, but he also sent 80.
It was at least.
Like, what do you even call them? Reinforcements?
Lauren's got the tax attorney here. Can let him talk.
Bots. They're called bots.
They're called bots.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he got them. I don't know.
ChatGPT. He talks about being proficient in ChatGPT.
He did. He did talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah. When you was doing your research, your studying, did you hear that? And some of his...
yeah. I've seen where he like. This is the thing with these old niggas. It's like, y'all are just so out of touch. You don't understand what's going on, Big Loon. You're like another example. So it's like, Big Loon will jump on a camera and say we need to teach these young kids game and say we need to really utilize ChatGPT. Nigga, we just saw how you utilize ChatGPT in our comments, and it was terrible.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't formally said it. Big Loon
went on the attack.
Resulted in an active YouTube war, because that's exactly what that is. This he breached a barrier that you cannot recross. He sent bots to our comments, and that's one of the lowest blows that you can do to a YouTube. You can strike a channel, you can send some bots, and you can do exposed videos.
Yeah, because the thing is with striking a channel, at least that's more like, nigga, I'm doing this.
That's worse.
It's like you're showing your hand, like, nigga, this is me.
Nigga, you a tattletale, nigga.
But what he did, it was distasteful. And
put it
can we
this way.
read like?
Hold on, I'm gonna read one of the rational comments in the midst of all this scripted shit.
Okay.
He was like, you could tell some of the negative comments on here were produced with ChatGPT by a triggered human. That was Robert Greene who wrote that quote.
When this happened, I wasn't as mad because you was like, nigga, we gotta come at this nigga. We gotta pull up. I was like, wait.
So it wasn't that. It was you text me. See, before the bots came, we got to give them the whole play. We dropped the episode. Episode does phenomenal. First thing in the morning, Wednesday morning, 7 a.m., I get a text from Jay in the group chat.
Oh, I did.
He's in the comp, or it was Lawrence. Somebody was in the chat.
I think it was Jay in the group chat.
I think it might have been me.
It was somebody who initiated it in the morning, but it was 7 a.m. in the morning. The Big Loon is in the comments losing his fucking mind.
Don't emphasize the.
Big Loon.
He's being sarcastic. The biggest
He's being facetious.
Yeah. So
Looney.
Loon is in the comments, legit losing his fucking mind. He's typing paragraphs. Not only he's replying. I mean, we're 10 replies deep, 2, 3, 4, 5 replies deep. He's losing his mind genuinely by himself. So
paragraphs worth.
Paragraphs, so when y'all let me know he's in the comments, I said, oh, it's time to play ball.
It's up.
It's up. So I'm up 7 in the morning, nigga. I'm replying to every time. Even if he's not responding to me, nigga, I'm replying.
This nigga AJ in his drawers being a menace.
But yo, I'm in the bed just going crazy. And I'm going back and forth with the nigga, and he's just getting more and more mad because I'm toying with his head, right? Yeah. So this ends, right? Before, I just vividly remember his very last comment. He essentially said something along the lines of
Big Loon out.
Yeah, big Loon out. The general won't engage in these peons' behavior. Essentially,
General won't do pawn maneuvers anymore.
Exactly.
He kind of apologized.
And then he also said, I'm at the airport. I'm on the bigger and better things. I said, okay, nigga.
I flew Delta before too.
Right? So look. Yeah. So then the comments die. He stops. 3 hours later, he's in the comments again. So that's when I said, how was your flight? He goes through and deletes all his comments under our video.
And then
that's when the bots come.
And then I was like, wait, what the fuck is going on? I was like, was the host of this podcast seemed to the host of this podcast seemed to derive pleasure from tearing down the hard work put into the show, which doesn't even make sense. It's not. You could tell
You
it's
can tell,
about
yeah.
Right.
hard work
Here's
put into
another
the
one.
show.
What show?
Exactly. What show? Here's another one. This podcast is a prime example of how toxic fandom can manifest in destructive ways.
Nigga!
I thought the same cadence.
It was.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
message was the same. The host of these
Yeah.
almost all of them started with the host of this
And
podcast.
his favorite word, like his favorite two-letter, prime example. He loves
Yeah.
prime example.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
He didn't put in particular in it because that would have given it off. He would have blown his cover.
That's true.
That's
true.
too obvious.
Let me give you an example.
Listening to this
Let me put it
podcast.
to you this way. My bad. Go ahead.
You're listening to this podcast is like stepping into a toxic environment where constructive conversation is non-existent.
Bruh, these comments
crazy,
were
bro.
the wildest. This is and
crazy.
It's obvious Chat GPT did it, but this is so you, my nigga. It's like, what the fuck?
What did he type in? How to hate on the nigga?
It's like, well, that's the thing. Do y'all use Chat GPT?
Bro,
No.
I don't know.
And you have to go through a series of prompts. I don't
I
use
like
it.
to create my own talking points.
I don't use it, but you literally
Look.
have to teach it how to say what you want to say first.
I did 2 semesters of computer science. It's
Okay.
not something you just type. Even with a Chat GPT now,
Right.
you have to. It's a steps.
You
Yeah.
work it.
You
yeah,
work
then,
yeah.
and then to get the different variations,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like it's different words, different keys.
So outside of him, because honestly, after he deleted all his comments, and then maybe 4 or 5 hours pass, and comments are coming in on this video because the video is doing really well on the algorithm. So, and and we knew something was wrong because our comments have always been pretty fair and objective. Like, we get the perfect balance of hate and love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
It's only one
Sweet
nigga.
and sour.
We
Yeah.
have one designated hater. His name is Anthony Davis
Yeah,
or something
shout
like
out to
that.
him.
AD. Yeah, shout out AD.
Yeah,
yeah,
shout
because
out to him.
he's consistent. The nigga don't give
Yeah.
up, and
Yeah.
He don't
and
like us, but he loves us.
and I respect his consistent level of hate. You know what I'm saying?
Right. At least I
He's
know you
probably
be
about to
yourself.
type a mean message as we speak
He is,
until he
yo.
heard his name.
Yeah, so it's like but outside of that, we get a decent level. It's yo, this is my favorite podcast. What the fuck was I listening to this to? It's pretty
This
balanced.
nigga got knee
all of
tats.
us, all of a sudden, 40 of these things rolling at one time.
This
and
podcast is a prime example why single mothers are a detriment to society.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus Christ. Dude, I don't even know. He might have typed some of these.
Yo,
I don't know.
but it's
nigga.
like so many came through at one time. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, we've never been hated on like
Look,
this.
put it like
that-
this, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry, but I lost respect for him.
Oh, yeah.
I
me
lost
too.
respect.
Me too.
Yeah,
Because, you know, it's
whatever you had.
whatever I had, I just lost it. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
it's sad. I can't wait to question him about it because we're going to see him.
Yeah,
it's
for
literally
sure.
impossible. We're
This
gonna see
nigga
him.
called us small fries and then proceeded to spend 3 hours on hating us.
Yeah.
Because he
Programming his soldiers.
probably about an hour commenting, probably about 2 hours getting ChatGPT to do what he wanted it to do.
Right.
It's insane to think the guy who calls himself the general is like making the most basic moves look so. It's clear. It's not even something that
And you
you
wanna
can't
know-
hide it. Like it's clear.
Yeah, I was about to say this is the killer part. This is where you really just proved how little game you actually have and value to bring. Not only did you do that to our comment section, you did it to the Brilliant Idiots video that you were on. You fucking idiot.
But opposite, right?
But opposite.
Okay.
Why would you don't send spam accounts to any profile?
Yeah, you don't do that.
So the fact that you did it to us, suck a shit, no
And-
respect, whatever. You literally did it
We
to
should
the
all pat
platform that
ourselves
was
on the
big.
back.
We did
My
amazing.
fault. But we should all pat ourselves in the back.
We did amazing, honestly.
This nigga sent bots in our comments, making
No,
just
no.
some small fries.
Yeah.
You just let Brilliant Idiots, you worry about us. We got 5,000
And what-
subscribers as of today.
That's a whole fact.
You know, flex on these niggas.
You know, we small fries, so we celebrate small fry shit.
But even like when we was in the car, I was talking to Tony. I was like, "What's even worse? I hope 𝙬𝔦𝔐𝔃 doesn't know about this. I hope
He
this is
does
one of
now.
those things where it's like Loon goes in the back room, he heats up his own spoon, he does his work by himself.
Yep.
Like I hope it's one
Do
of
your
those
crack
things.
in the corner.
Yeah, or whatever you do.
But this is the thing. 𝙬𝔦𝔐𝔃 knows now because he did it to their comments.
Right.
If he'd have just
But-
kept his energy isolated to ours, there's
That's-
somebody with a brain who actually understands the internet working the Brilliant Idiots YouTube.
Correct.
So you can't have all hate comments and then all of a sudden 40 to 100 positive comments that all sound the same flood in. And even the Reddit picked it up. The Reddit picked it up and posted screenshots. They was like, this nigga is, there was somebody put, I literally went back to the Loon episode just to see like the level of hate that he'd been getting and how many new comments. Come to find out he's paying ChatGPT to put positive comments in here. So that's when I put ours in. I said, bro, he's literally doing the same to ours. Also, shout out to the Brit Idiots Reddit. Y'all always supported us to the fullest because like there was even a little exchange in the comments where somebody was like, it's such a formal exchange. They were like, what podcast comments is this associated with? Because all I'm seeing is homeroom. And they were like, is this not under Brilliant Idiots? They were like, no, this is actually under homeroom. They do a good job at breaking down podcasts. I've added it to my regular rotation.
That's love. That's love.
That's real
love.
It's like this genuine exchange. And then like when I posted ours, somebody was like, yeah, man, you know, shout out to you. You know, I found your content off this. I'm really liking it. I think I'm just gonna add this to my rotation. Like,
do you think this is
they were
how
schooling each other on us? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's this one dude. He commented. He was like, "I look forward to y'all almost as much as Brilliant Idiots,"
Which I respect.
Which is honest.
Yeah,
which is objective, like our normal comments.
Exactly.
But essentially, Lieutenant Looney, you went to war with yourself. You self-destructed. Because when we first saw this, we was like, this is war. This is what that is. But there's a few different ways to play this. We can go out in a blaze of glory like Tupac and just hit them all.
Yeah.
Or we can, you know, do some Sun Tzu teachings.
Yeah.
And really get methodical about this.
And luckily, he's overextended his resources, so we don't even have to do anything at this point.
He
Reddit
played
is
his
handling it
biggest
for
hand.
us.
He played his
And
biggest hand.
I knew calling him dumb was gonna be like something.
That was gonna be the one.
I knew it because it's like you can't call no black man dumb
You
in
can't
America.
you
nigga.
really shouldn't call anybody dumb.
But
technically,
that's why I was
Yeah.
trying to say it in the context. Like, you're not dumb, but I knew that was gonna get to him.
Yeah,
because he even commented that. Like,
Yeah.
you call me dumb? Really?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I didn't even know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Until I realized Jay Nobles be saying some shit.
Hey,
This nigga had the nerve to say, first of all, not one clip that I put out is titled "Big Loon is dumb." This nigga talking about, you know, I put a timestamp in there because he said something that we said. I said, "Nah, Playboy," and I put the timestamp. He said, "I'm not about to watch 3 hours of hating." I said, "Obviously, you watched something, nigga. You heard Nobles call you dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's not a single chapter marker in this episode that's titled dumb.
At the point
Nothing.
when he commented.
At the point when he commented, and
Yeah.
even after that, I never titled anything "Big Loon is dumb."
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying?
Because we don't believe that. Well, we didn't believe that.
We definitely do now. You are a fucking idiot. Yeah. Like I'm fully there now. Yeah, like
I think
Man,
even
how
like-
you a general and you forgot to throw the grenade when you pulled a pin?
how you a general and you didn't go to the basic internet class? Like
Facts.
you're in Netscape internet still, bro.
Right.
You're in Netscape, MySpace, AIM. My nigga, keep it the fuck up.
Yeah,
like
facts,
you are
facts.
so far behind. It's not even funny.
just because you're using ChatGPT don't mean you're ahead of the curve.
Right,
Like,
that's the thing that ChatGPT.
Yeah.
That's the danger of ChatGPT. Just because you have a source that is like more interactive than Google does not mean you're about to be more intelligent, nigga.
Right.
You're just a dumb nigga using.
And-
'Cause you have to be
fucking
smart to
ChatGPT.
use that properly.
Yeah.
And this just proves Loon buys bots. If you're buying bots
that's
to
what I was gonna
comment
say.
negative things,
Yeah.
you're buying bots to support you and follow you.
He's
And
probably been doing this from the get-go.
Bro, 'cause-
so it's like it took
look.
him to a certain spot and he thinks that's the way to go.
Look,
Yep.
I'm not gonna like sit up here and talk about views. We
This
ain't
is
getting
go-to.
we're not getting the most views, but nigga, we're pretty similar to Loon.
We're
Like,
not far behind you.
for
and-
somebody with 15K.
And once we pass you, me personally, I'm going to take the Andrew Schultz approach. Once I'm past you, you're
speak
no
on-
longer a
can't-
thing.
can't speak on
It
you
doesn't
no more.
happen anymore.
But yeah, anybody
so
can
enjoy
get it
this
right
small
now.
fry content, nigga, because this is we the only people really talking about you.
Honestly, we gave you a lot of promotion, man. I mean, you gave yourself the worst promotion.
And this is an epic storyline because we showed love at first.
We
Our
did.
First
Yes.
time mentioning the nigga, it was real, genuine.
receipts are there.
That was good.
Yeah.
And then you just strategically self-destructed, and to a point where we had to commentate on this shit.
Yeah, and it's like the best part about you, Loon, is that you will always do it to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
It's like nobody really needs to help you. You always assist yourself right off the edge. Like every single time. It's like the more you open your mouth, the crazier you sound. And this is the thing. We were sending people to your comments we were sending people to your content because of how we were talking about you, not for game, just because we think you're so entertaining because of how little you know. So it's like there's still value in you because I'm laughing at you when I watch your content.
Right.
So now,
Nigga says slow it down. I just dissed you.
So there's a lot of value in you. So shout out to 85 South Show, one of my favorite podcasts in the game, because they're another company that I've looked at to model Menace material after, and they had you on there 2 months ago, and I watched roughly half of it. Shout out to Jack Thriller, the legend in the game. But yeah, you're dumb, bro. You're dumb, and it's like Carlos is such a real nigga. He lets you know how wrong you were every time you said something crazy, and it's like he's too gangster for his damn self.
I don't like people, like the respect people have for Loon isn't because of what he's done in the business. It's just straight out of the other person being a genuine good person, and then they don't want to make somebody look like a jackass on the show.
I have a theory, but I'm too righteous in this to even say that.
Yeah, don't
so
get.
I'm not gonna mention it.
Yeah. I think it's some street
I have a
lore,
theory.
like.
Nigga,
Should I say it?
Nigga,
No,
yes.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say
that bad?
because you see, I have morals. I'm not gonna go buy bots and say salacious shit about people.
what's the theory?
I'm not, nigga.
Yeah, I want to hear it too. Though.
He's honestly the reason why we got to bleep shit. But should I say this?
We can bleep it.
Nigga,
I'm not gonna say it. Well, we can bleep it.
I'll cut it out if we need to.
Bleep it. But I think that he's he people in the past, and that makes it so that maybe he owes him a favor because he maybe got a return that was taken by somebody he knew.
I'm not opposed to that.
We can't even put that in there. I said too much.
No. I'm not opposed to that.
look, if you're, I mean,
But you
look,
see, I don't even want to put that out there.
Just mark it. I'll chop
yeah,
it up.
yeah.
I'll chop
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
nicely.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I get what you mean, so I don't want to like keep a conversation on. But I get, I see it.
Yeah.
I see it.
I can see it. And just to be even more vague, I think it's something very. That part of his game might be clever. That part of his game might be clever. His getting in position part, but outside of that,
That's a great way of putting it.
Yeah, his getting in position part might be the only clever thing about Loon. But outside of that, it's falling apart and he's realizing that because he was clever enough to work his way into these positions, however he got them or not. But when we give you to the market's chews you up and spit you out still. You know what I'm saying?
This is probably a perfect case of grandiosity. Because grandiosity can get you into a lot of positions because you're talking a big ass game.
Right.
So it's like, show me something, nigga.
Exactly.
But a lot of times when you rely on grandiosity, there's nothing of substance that you get back on. There's no skill to prove.
Yeah, once you get to a certain level, you can only stay there if you're supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You can
exactly.
only stay there if you're supposed to be there.
It doesn't matter what cosign, what assist you get.
Exactly.
You either got it or you don't.
It's the same thing with buying something. It's the difference in purchasing something and affording something. You know what I'm saying? I can
And
buy
financing something.
I can buy a motherfucking Benz, but can I afford it when the bitch breaks down?
Can you afford
know what I'm
it?
saying?
Right,
So
right,
same thing
true,
with this
true.
shit. It's like I can make myself make friends. I can be cool with a bunch of people. I can get to a certain spot, but when I'm in that light, nigga, can I perform?
That Benz is a fire example.
Yeah, like it's
It's a lot of
it's
niggas out here
adulting.
with rent.
It's
Because
adulting. We're
niggas
talking
can
about.
go. I can get a really nice car off the lot right now.
Right now.
But if it breaks down, I'm fucked.
We just
I
call,
can get a beautiful car and pull up to Section 8 the same day. nigga. What's the point?
That's a whole fact. Yeah.
you got to be smart with that shit. Like, one of my cousins did that shit. Like, he bought a Benz, but he doesn't know. First of all, the oil change on the Benz, crazy.
$1,000.
You got
Right.
93, have to, crazy.
Yeah.
The rims, you don't have to, but you got to.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
probably gotta have a special tool to take the wheel off. Nigga.
You might have a whole
Wheel
specific
locks.
tool set. Yeah.
Everything in
Yeah.
German engineering is different. So
Yeah,
you have
exactly.
to all of the parts getting to it is completely
You
different.
gotta go to the dealership to get your parts. You can't just go to AutoZone and get a motherfucking spark plug.
You got to go to
Yeah.
certain spots. They have like import spots for sure,
And-
but everybody still hits for more than the regular spot.
And Loon probably has like 3 Rolls Royces. We're basically calling him a child. You know what I'm saying?
A toddler.
A toddler.
And this is the thing, when he's not even gonna get big. Like he's not gonna get big.
You
Like,
see, he might
may.
get big, but he's not gonna have like the true respect of the people.
no.
And at the end of the day, there's something here.
Yeah, exactly.
There is something here because there was a point in time where I liked this nigga.
Yeah, I always forget that.
Look,
just 'cause
And
he
you
pissed me
can't
off,
forget
yeah.
that because he's doing stupid shit.
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
got to
yeah.
take the sweet and sour as a
Because
balance to this.
there's still a balance in like
you got to
his-
be fair.
Like you talked, like his interview etiquette is kind of there. You know what I'm saying?
He knows how to interview. He can
Right.
hold a
Definitely
conversation with an
interview,
individual. You might not learn nothing from the nigga, and he
Right.
might resort to low vibrational means.
Especially
Yeah.
when people disagree with him, like y'all was saying.
Yeah.
He definitely has to learn that part of interviewing.
Yes.
He's got
And
the time management, question asking down, but he's got to learn how to even work people out of their corner, even during the interview.
Loon doesn't seem like the person that knows how to work a room.
No,
and it's kind of
yeah.
crazy for somebody
Wow.
who might be an ex-criminal.
Yeah.
Like, most criminals know how to work a room.
I
Yeah.
work with fellas, nigga.
Yeah.
They're all Gary V's with
Yeah.
the morning
Hey,
motivators.
Hey, matter of fact, critique for your next however many podcast
Yes.
appearance you might get.
Let's give him some positive.
If he pull up here,
Anytime
we
we-
accept the invite.
We
gotcha.
understand. We understand. It wouldn't be here though. We do another location.
Of
But-
course.
Yeah, but
He might send some Assyrian or homegirls to your crib,
yeah,
nigga.
yeah. You know.
You know he loves AI.
But we understand you want to give value and stuff, but every time the conversation actually starts getting good, stop saying, now this is getting deep. The conversation is getting good. These are the jewels. You are completely shitting on the whole point. And he says it so quickly.
Grandiosity.
He says it so quickly. He did it like 17 times in the 85 South show. They would say one thing. And mind you, they haven't even really gotten into this topic yet.
Right.
They'll be like, yeah, but you know, your situations, everybody has to compromise. That's what life is. This is getting deep. This is really intriguing. Shut the fuck up.
You're
You know
setting
what
the
I'm
wrong
saying?
expectation. Because
Shut
if
up,
it's not
bro.
that, you're
Shut
making
up.
it worse.
He's just talking right now.
Yeah.
This is an average conversation, bro.
He's just a talker. I mean, it kind of goes to show you who he's been hanging around all this time. Like,
A bunch of niggas,
his
a bunch
friends.
of yes
Well, yes, bots. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And whatever they are,
Here's a
whatever he calls them.
all his friends are bots. Maybe we can try to find a way to for the thumbnail for this, have a picture of him surrounded by like a family of bots.
I can do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or put his face on Will Smith on the iRobot.
I was gonna say iRobot. Don't worry, I got it. We're gonna get it.
Say
iRobot.
less, say less. That's it. And then we'll put ChatGPT over all their heads
For
or
sure.
something. Yeah, yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, yeah.
That was easy.
Yeah.
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 He did it for us.
Yeah. But I
General
think
GPT.
But yeah,
General GPT, yeah.
Lieutenant GPT.
But y'all have any
Yeah.
other final words for him? I don't really have too many other
look,
final
man.
words.
Hold on, let me ask Siri
Look,
to give me a
shout
scripted
out,
response.
Shout out to you, Loon. You know, it's not like I'm going to see him and I'm going to fight him.
Yeah.
But it is like,
Nigga, we're talking.
but it's like,
These are words.
if this is what it's going to be, then
If I
this
was-
is what it's going to be.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't know. Like, I would have felt better if he would have striked their channel. Because sending
Don't
bots,
say that. Don't tempt him.
but
He's low enough.
Well,
for
he
some
didn't
shit
have
like
he didn't
that.
have any rights to do it.
But
Yeah.
that's what but striking somebody's channel is like knocking somebody out. It's not
Or at
just
least
surviving.
throwing a crazy haymaker.
a crazy
At-
At
haymaker.
least trying to knock you out.
Yeah, you might miss.
tell
I
him.
might duck it, but at least you threw it.
At
You
least-
feel me? Like, I respect
yeah,
that.
You did some hoe
Yeah.
shit.
Because this
yeah.
is battle.
Yeah, you did some hoe shit pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess fuck Loon.
I think I don't care anymore. I think it got off my chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, man.
All right.
Shout out Big Sloth.
Likewise, I don't think he needs any more detention after this.
Sergeant
Potato head.
Sloth.
Big sloth out here in these streets.
Yeah, man.
He looks like a lot of different things.
He looks
does.
depressed. Maybe
Yeah.
that's why he has so much time on his hands in the early morning.
Hey, he lost his queen and he lost his confidence.
Hey, I was about to say,
Yeah.
his crown, his confidence, his
Hey,
king, his queen.
Be careful.
Yeah.
You might be playing with his totem.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to another old nigga, the best old nigga in the game, the most entertaining in the streets.